All right, here are some of the places you can use your class roster in Lesson Launchpad. The main one is obviously the auto happy birthday feature, which is one of our automations. So if you go in here, you can create, and for example, an automated start of class routine. On this one, I've got several music things to go on because this is for a band class. You could use this music to play music between classes, though, if you wanted to. You could also create these countdown timers, which is great for reminding students to be in their seats. Uh, Completely different video there. Here's the birthday one, right? So I've got a birthday segment to start here 3 minutes into class. And this is just going to use the students' birthdays in the class roster to automatically pop up a little happy birthday message for them. Other places or other things you can do with your class roster are included in the randomizer. So if I go to my widgets here, open up the randomizer. Obviously, this is like an 80-person class, so it's a little busy, which is why we give you these filters over here. So you can set all this up also in your class roster, right? So if I only want my brass players on this, I can just create this. And I've got all my brass players now, and I can use that as a spinning wheel. You can also exclude names down here. You can do all sorts of stuff here. You can also create random orders, right? So now I've got a random order of those students. I can do different groups. You can do all that. You can also add these to a content box. So for example, if I want this random order, I could copy it to my clipboard, or I can add this directly to a content box. So if I go back to my screen now, you'll see that now I've got this list down over here. And if my screen, I feel like it's getting too cluttered or something, right, you can always just hide these by clicking the corresponding tabs down here at the bottom. You can also, let me delete this one. And yep, there we go. So you can also use your class roster from like a text editor box. Once again, there's going to be like a roster box or something at some point that teachers can use to create like checklists or potentially do attendance tracking. We don't track attendance directly in Lesson Launchpad because that opens up a whole nother situation in terms of data privacy. But something like that will exist in the near future. So anyways, in the text editor box here, you can see down here at the bottom, you have this little button, which allows you to insert the names from your class roster. You can select different names. You can choose different formats, all sorts of things. So lots of ways to use the class roster in Lesson Launchpad. Hope that helps.